All right, third time I'm trying to do this video. Anyway, um, basically, demons, right? We need to be doing as uh, warriors, right, in this army with demons. How do we navigate them? What do we do with them? How should we view them? Um, Technically, we're cousins, basically. Um, if God was supposed to descend in order through various levels of his divinity into the realm, right? If you take out like one of the structures of that level and then, or portion of it, and then insert that and start mating with a lower level, um, it just creates a little glitch or whatever. So now you have these like, I don't know, cross level entities entering the realm, existing in an odd dynamic, right? But they're here. So what do we do? You know what I'm saying? How do we move forward, right? Um, what I would say is I would take examples from the Bible, right? Um, so we got the Nephilim and their spirits of demons, right? Well, Solomon had authority over the demons. He was given that ring, and Jesus gave us authority, right, in Christ. So now we have authority over those demons. Yet we're fighting a war that the enemy has all of these demons under them. The evil angels are controlling all of these demons, but yet technically they're under our authority. So we're not using our authority properly. And that's an issue. So what I say is we should think about this and just take a huge chunk of the enemy's forces away from it because it's technically our forces, right? Because we're gods and goddesses in this bitch. So why the fuck aren't we doing what we need to do? You know what I'm saying? Why ain't we? And I don't even know how to do this, right? I'm just making the logical next step. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense to me. We're allowing something under our authority to just do what it wants, uncontrollable. Well, being controlled by something else, but yet fucking up our people. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense. So, what I say is, um, if a demon's coming up against you, then it's a problem. You take care of that problem and everything. Um, Otherwise, they're just a function of existence, right? Um, with a distant relationship to us. So, um, use them in our army. You know what I'm saying? That fucking makes sense. We don't. Jesus could have sent the demons, the legion of demons, to hell, but they respected his authority, understood who the fuck he was, just like they recognized Paul and Silas, or maybe Peter. I don't know. I gotta reread it, but yeah, like it's not hard. We just got to figure out how and what ways this can be done and what uses they can provide. Like what can we do with them? Because right now they fighting on the wrong side. Technically, we got authority over them. Like if they fuck up, we can send them to hell. We can cast them in fucking animals and shit, or we could use them to help fight for us. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't see why we're not doing that. And I think the first step is not to just immediately to attempt to use one for some reason because they're very old and the tricks of their trade, if they pretty much mastered it, is deceit lies, and trickery, and they they trick you out of your power so that they can be fueled by your power to do a bidding, right? Because we are the gods of this realm, so they shouldn't be even able to do that. But it's out of our they've gained such a scary moniker we don't even want to fuck with it, right? But I think we should start small. People who know how to cast these things out, and we should like come together and figure out, hey, what can we do? Pray about it and see, hey, what's the next function, or how do we go about like growing a structure of how to use these beings in a profitable way, in a way that benefits humanity instead of using them against humanity, right? And put them on like a little probationary period where angels can, you just send an angel to watch a gaggle of demons or some shit and fucking to make sure they're doing the right thing, and boom, you know what I'm saying? We just train them on how to fight for our side. That's how I see it. Don't I wouldn't fear them, and that's what they're gonna try to make you do, like off gate. But that's just tricking you out of your power. Just know where your power comes from, and you should be good. So yeah, that's a something I'm wondering about. I think it's the next logical step. You know, so now the angels ain't got like foot soldiers, because we've just like absorbed them. You know what I'm saying? In the army of the righteous, you feel me? It makes sense to me. I mean, even in the book of Giants, I think it was, God gave the giants two choices. It was you can fight the angels that are sent to take you out, or some of you can lay down your arms. And I think some of the giants did, and I don't know what benefit that gave exactly. But again, also in the Bible it says even demons have faith, and that's a crazy concept to like think about. Even demons have faith. So, with that being said, and if we're the ones at the end that even judge the angels, you feel me? We got a lot of power. We have a lot of authority. And not to say we're going to give nobody a pass, but if these demons were to fight for us and they did a good job, we could really restore every level of reality that's been fucked up. Put a use to it and benefit mankind overall if we just stop operating in fear or tradition or what's familiar. You feel me? Like, but it would take steps to build that road if people want to take that opportunity or that chance. Just a thought. Well.